Have you ever noticed how anxiety doesn't always look like panic? Sometimes it looks like over-preparing, like rereading the same message 10 times before sending it, like delaying your dreams because you're not ready yet. And maybe you call it being responsible, being disciplined, having high standards. But what if I told you that anxiety and perfectionism are quietly holding hands in your mind, not pushing you forward, but trapping you in place? If this video feels uncomfortably familiar, stay with me, because by the end, you might finally understand why your mind feels exhausted all the time.
Perfectionism isn't about excellence, it's about control. It's the belief that if you do everything right, nothing bad will happen. No rejection, no failure, no disappointment. But here's the truth most people miss. Perfectionism is anxiety wearing a productivity mask. It whispers things like, "Don't mess this up. They'll judge you. If it's not perfect, it's not safe." And slowly, your self-worth becomes conditional. You're not good as you are. You're good only when you perform perfectly. That's not motivation. That's survival mode.
Anxiety asks one terrifying question: what if something goes wrong? Perfectionism answers, then let's make sure nothing does. So you overthink, overplan, over-edit, over-apologize. But the problem is, your brain never feels done. Because anxiety doesn't want perfection, it wants certainty. And certainty doesn't exist. So the bar keeps moving, and you keep chasing it. And no matter how much you do, your mind never rests. That's why perfectionists aren't calm. They're exhausted. Now, here's the part nobody talks about. Perfectionism doesn't just steal your peace, it steals your joy. You don't celebrate wins. You move straight to what could have been better. You don't feel proud. You feel relieved. And sometimes, you don't even know how to be kind to yourself anymore. This is where many people feel stuck, wanting comfort, but not knowing how to give it to themselves. That's why tools like Soulful AI exist, not to fix you, but to sit with you, to help you slow your thoughts, to guide you gently when your inner voice becomes too harsh, to remind you that you don't need to earn rest or compassion. Sometimes healing starts with simply being heard, even by yourself. Soulful AI's link is in the description. Check it out and thank me later.
For many of us, this didn't start today. It started when love felt conditional, when praise came only after achievement, when mistakes meant shame. So you learned early, be perfect or be invisible, be perfect or be rejected. That belief didn't disappear, it just grew up with you. And now your adult anxiety is just your younger self, still trying to stay safe. Here's the trap. You think if you fix yourself enough, read enough books, watch enough videos, become better, the anxiety will disappear. But self-improvement without self-compassion becomes self-punishment. Growth doesn't come from pressure, it comes from safety. You don't heal by demanding more from yourself. You heal by learning to stay, even when you're imperfect.
So how do you loosen the grip? You stop asking, "Is this perfect?" and start asking, "Is this kind?" Kind to your time, kind to your energy, kind to your nervous system. You practice doing things imperfectly and staying. You let anxiety exist without letting it drive. And when your mind spirals, you don't fight it, you guide it. That's where supportive spaces, like Soulful AI, can help you practice gentler thinking, guided reflection, and emotional grounding when your mind gets loud. Not pressure, presence. So how do you loosen the grip? You stop asking, "Is this perfect?" and start asking, "Is this kind?" Kind to your time, kind to your energy, kind to your nervous system. You practice doing things imperfectly and staying. You let anxiety exist without letting it drive. And when your mind spirals, you don't fight it, you guide it. That's where supportive spaces, like Soulful AI, can help you practice gentler thinking, guided reflection, and emotional grounding when your mind gets loud. Not pressure, presence. If anxiety and perfectionism have been quietly running your life, this isn't a failure. It's a sign that you care deeply, that you tried your best to survive. But you don't have to live like this forever. You can choose gentleness. You can choose support. You can choose progress without punishment. And if you need a place to start, Soulful AI is there to walk with you, not push you. Link is in the description. Take a breath. You're not behind. You're not broken. You're just learning how to be human, without fear leading the way.